Vanity knows where the hit's coming from. How good is he to get anything here? Spot one, there's one freebie, there's two freebies, there's three freebies! Vanity! New blood on the server! And he sinks his teeth into this round, and now it's just on a gangsta. 10 seconds left, and he's got to get to sight. He's got to go for the fight. 5 seconds left. Is there time? I don't think there's time.
No!
That might be the game, and it is. Shopify Rebellion. Vanity wins.
Disguised was already a huge fan favorite in NA Challengers, but became even more clouded after signing Ye. But to everyone's disappointment, DSG lost their second match against Shopify Rebellion, who were last in their group from the previous split. With a tough schedule ahead of them, DSG needs to pull out some huge wins to make it to playoffs. In this video, we'll take a look at where DSG's game can be improved, and what they need to fix to make a respectable run for playoffs. But before we get to that, do you want to rank up, play 10-mans, and learn team play from the world's best coaches? If so, you should sign up for Gosu Academy's Valorant program, which unlocks weekly theory classes and in-depth VOD reviews from amazing top-tier coaches. The program also features an exclusive masterclass lecture from a Tier 1 franchised coach once per month. You'll also be able to participate in weekly Coach 10-mans with other students at your rank, where coaches will help you learn Team Valorant every step of the way. These 10-mans also have an in-house elo system and monthly prizes, which is exactly the same environment that pros prefer to practice in rather than solo queue. Join Gosu Academy's educational and friendly community today. The first 100 people to use my code Platoon at checkout receive their first month free. The link is in the description. When we take a look at DSG's matches against Oxygen and Shopify, we can immediately see the general lack of synergy and coordination that is to be expected when a new roster plays together. This idea for the aggressive peak garage was good and caught Oxygen off guard, but instead of a dead breach or a smooth fallback, a miscommunication got both DSG players killed. It's rare to see Sova even get one team kill with his ult, but Gangsta gets 2 here. We can see an example of overheating in this first round against OXG, where Ye goes for an unneeded play up 5v4 after the site is already clear and before the bomb has even been planted. This was a great team set play, but poorly timed as his team was still stabilizing their positions. Extra space wasn't needed yet, and it actually gave OXG an opening to fast retake B. You can imagine there's a bit of pressure on Ye to perform his first game back, but it was also Nerve's first match in Challengers and first match with the team. This 2v1 post plant was a big point in the half, as it's DSG's first gun round after going down 0-3. Nerve is still holding flank when there is barely any time left on the bomb. Then he moves too far out, so he's seen first, which is not great since Ye is low HP and gets easily spray transferred afterward. Losing this round drained a lot of morale, as it meant another eco when you're already down 0-4, which is definitely not what you want for a team's first game together. But these are all issues I'd expect to be resolved simply with more playtime together as a team. The larger issues are the tactical ones, so let's talk about what changes in strategy they can implement in time for their next matches. DSG are definitely working to keep Haven in their main map pool, as they played it early in both series so far, but both Haven games were their worst losses, losing 13-6 and 13-7 against OXG and Shopify respectively. So I'm going to focus on the main points where DSG can improve their Haven game plan. Let's take a look at their game against OXG, where they chose to start on attack, but only won 2 rounds in the half. Their main issue on this attack half was a lack of diverse setups, which made them very easy to read. First, let's take a look at how the 4-1 setup was punished by OXG multiple times in the first half. On round 1, Clear works Garage by himself and peeks early into 2 members holding him. On round 3, we see the strong side run to C, but immediately get stuck behind utility and cancel the play. Clear then dies to a 1v1 mid on the solo lurk, and now DSG lose all their options, so they have no choice but to go back and re-clear all of A. The interesting thing is that Ye splits off again to try and lurk mid, which is a pretty good idea since he's 1 HP, but loses another 1v1 to Pony, who gets tagged down to 24 HP. On round 4, we see OXG aggressively push down C long, and although Clear gets a kill on Pony, who failed to wait for the Omen smoke, it still pushes all DSG members toward A. Since OXG saw the lurker and took a lot of space C long, as the lurker was alone, they can easily deduce it's another 4-1 setup and call to 3-stack A with a KJ setup. OXG trade down, and this is the round where Mitch clutches out the 1v2 when Ye is low. On round 5, we see another B hit with clear on Omen lurking through garage. He's overly cautious because he's alone, but his entire team dies on site before he's able to make any contact. This happens again on round 9 when 4 DSG members die in garage before Clear was able to contribute to the round. More 2-3 setups give the lurker another player to depend on and play off of. We can see some of these benefits in DSG's last round of the half, where they do a C split. Ye uses the timing after Gangsta's death to pressure Pony and take space on site, which gives the timing for the rest of DSG to come onto site and get the trades needed. If they throw in more 3-2 defaults, they'll feel more confident to take risks on multiple parts of the map, which could open up the rounds. Attack side on Haven revolves around garage and A main control, which gives the most information about defensive setups. It also denies a lot of information from defenders and provides a variety of options for executes. But we see many rounds where DSG completely neglect control of these key areas and just hit a site. This meant that OXG could stack confidently because they still had a lot of information. Remember that in round 4, we saw A main control and an immediate execute when there was no pressure into mid or garage. In round 5, many OXG members stack toward mid because Jet has full A lobby control. In round 6, all OXG members can focus on fighting C long because the alarm bot is still up in garage and Jet has all of A lobby again. We finally see DSG work into garage in round 8, then walk back to A main for an execute. You can tell OXG lost a lot of control mid and were finally scared of some lurk timings, but unfortunately for DSG, OXG stacked A anyway, likely because they had Killjoy retake ult for B from A short. DSG definitely felt very lost after this round, as we see them immediately go garage for the KJ ult execute and completely neglect A main again. DSG need to collect and deny more information earlier into rounds before executing, so they can avoid situations like this, where they're hitting A into a stacked site when garage and mid are completely open. You only have so many rounds to figure out what a team is doing and how they're playing their setups. Even if you lose rounds, you can take information forward into future rounds, but DSG failed to throw in a good default until round 8, which is far too late when you're down 1-6. Let's also take a look at DSG's main issues on defense. For that, we'll analyze their match against Shopify Rebellion, since they did not get to play many defensive rounds in their match against OXG. In this map, DSG decided to start on defense this time around, but still only ended up winning 2 rounds in the half. DSG struggled to retake due to their lack of map control, but consistently put themselves in retake positions. The first 2 rounds of the game were full retake situations on B. In both rounds, all DSG members are on B site with no attempt to flank and disrupt the post-plant setup. This makes it really easy for Shopify to focus onto the site and spam the bomb.
Ticked off the clock, finally a big kill, spray through the smoke, Moose looking for the pixel, finally finds the head, defuse in and it's done.
In DSG's first gun round, we see Ye make an aggressive play to fight A main, and this works great as he kills 2 and gets out alive. But from there, DSG decide to play full retake on A with their numbers advantage. With no other map control, Ye gets picked off by a lurker mid, and the rest of DSG flood through the A choke and die to Vic swinging them. I think often teams attempt to play too perfectly and shoot themselves in the foot by doing so. Just because you have numbers doesn't automatically mean you need to play retake. We see another failed retake in round 8 when Nerve drops the KJ ult A. None of DSG wait for the smoke or the KJ ult to pop, and Shopify take very risky positions and punish all of DSG for running through early. Retaking takes a lot of discipline, improvisation, and coordination, which is unlikely for a new team to have immediately. In situations where you can choose to fight or play retake, I think it's always better for a newer team to take the early fight. Fundamentally, you build team confidence by taking gunfights together, which is what newer teams need to emphasize. When the bomb is planted, the objectives start to become completely different and more based on utility and strategy, where DSG are expected to be weaker on given their practice time. In situations where you don't really have any other choice but to retake, like in round 2, I'd suggest more attempts to make aggressive flanks to try and disrupt post-plant setups. If DSG make more early aggressive plays like this one from Ye, and try strategies to flank aggressively in groups, this will not only help them get early fights and simplify the rounds, but also give them stronger retake positioning if they have no other choice. Here's an example where Gangsta helps Ye get up A main, but rotates all the way around through spawn to get to C. Instead, I think they should just push through flank together. Ye eventually dies by himself on the flank, and Shopify used that opportunity to fake going A. DSG should just be taking more risks on defense instead of trying to make the perfect plays. Ye in this round makes it all the way up grass before deciding to go back to A link for the retake. He might as well just flank at this point, or at the very least kill some KJ utility to make Shopify scared. Once we can see some fights being created and team confidence go up, DSG can certainly start to delve deeper into the tactical side of their setups. DSG also don't have much time left either, so focusing on fundamental ideas like taking gunfights together and calling strats that emphasize that will give them the best chance to win, especially when they have the firepower of Ye on their team. On the bright side, we can see some attacker side issues from their first match against OXG resolved. You can see the simultaneous garage and A main control taken by DSG early in their attacker half against Shopify, which rotated Shopify off of A for a free plant. DSG managed to get 5 rounds on attack before losing the map to Shopify. I think we all want to see Ye become El Diablo again, and also want to see Toast succeed because of all the great things he's doing for the competitive Valorant scene. Let's hope the team can pull together before it's too late. Leave a comment about what you think DSG need to change, and as always, thanks for watching.